is Mia Cary. I'm a small animal veterinarian, and I'm also the Vice President of Corporate Relations for the NAVC, so we're especially glad to see you here today. The focus of my talk is passion in veterinary medicine. In speaking on passion and finding one's way in the world, civil rights leader Howard Thurman once said, "Don't ask what the world needs, ask what makes you come alive and go do it, because the world needs more people that have come alive." And we all know that, right? Having something to be passionate about, it's fun, it's energizing. If you have a purpose, then it's uplifting to the spirit. So what makes us passionate about veterinary medicine? What makes us come alive? So prior to conference, I conducted some social media polls, and I asked some informal surveys on site. And I want to share with you some of the responses that I received. First up, I help feed the nation. Creativity. I heard veterinary medicine allows me to innovate every day. I also heard collaboration and problem solving are part of my daily routine, and it never, ever gets boring. And we know that, right? One Health and Zubiquity. I was told I'm passionate about a greater sharing of knowledge between human physicians and veterinarians. Another said, Zubiquity proposes an integrated, interdisciplinary approach that I'm passionate about. The next slide, this is my grant in Sweet Lucy. It was my childhood dream. I heard that often. One response was, becoming a vet allowed me to fulfill my childhood dream. And along those lines, I live in an environment and a work field that unconditional love is the norm. The human-animal bond. One vet said, veterinary medicine allows me to cultivate, support, help strengthen the human-animal bond. Another declared we're able to improve the quality of life not only for our patients, but for the people that love them. Diversity. I heard people speak passion specifically about career path diversity. I'm a member of the American Association of Industry Vets, and every day we hear about new career paths that are being evolved and innovated. Variety. In addition to career path diversity, people spoke passionately about the variety of animals that we get to work with on a daily basis. Never a dull moment was a quote I heard. The variety of patients that we see are as extreme as we wish. Peaceful release. This response I found especially moving. I am passionate about hospice and euthanasia. I help families cope during the most difficult, emotionally burdened times of their lives. From one veterinary student I heard, it's in my DNA. From another I heard, I come from a family of vets. My mom's a vet, my sister's a vet. I can't imagine doing anything else. Leadership and advocacy. I heard from people that were excited about leadership in terms of governmental affairs. From one, they were passionate about serving on the AVMA House of Delegates. And from another simply said, I'm an advocate for my profession. Focus and education. Several responses came from vets in research and development saying they loved looking to the future. So knowing what was next to come was their passion. And I also heard specifically educating pet owners was a passion. I save lives. I saw this response repeatedly. One veterinary technician said, every day I have the chance to eliminate suffering, save a life, and make people happy to boot. Wildlife conservation. Veterinarians involved in wildlife medicine and conservation shared their love of nature and all things unique. One said, specifically, my desire to preserve beauty and elegance of nature and her wild inhabitants is what gets me up every day. Making a difference. A military veterinary responded, veterinary medicine allows me to serve my country and make a difference in a unique way. So those are the summaries of the responses that I received. But now we're getting to the crux of it all. What makes you come alive? What makes you passionate about veterinary medicine? I encourage you to take time today and really think about that, and then courageously ask yourself, are you living that passion? And if you are, awesome, air high five. But if you're not, it's time to take action and recapture that passion. It doesn't have to be a major career change, but it could. It could be simply starting a volunteer project or reprioritizing your day to make time for what matters most. And if you are living your passion and feeling this invigorated every day, I encourage you to pay it forward. Connect with a peer, a colleague, someone that's lost their way. Be a mentor, be a guidance to help them indeed find their way once again. I am a firm believer that we have time for whatever we choose, and we owe it to ourselves to own those choices and come alive. Thank you.